Warning: the following TTV episode contains intense amounts of hype, disbelief, excitement, pandemonium, yelling, speculation, theorizing, and analyzation of small, blurry images. For the sake of your sanity, maintain a certain level of skepticism when listening to this episode and its contents, or you will be forced to board the hype train like everyone else. And the hype train is a scary, scary place. Enjoy the episode. Hello, everybody!
The promised day is here!
It's Mardi Gras!
To Mardi Gras!
This will be
The greatest Mardi Gras ever!
This will be the day we waited for, etc. Today we are here to bring you another exciting episode of the TTV podcast with some exciting news to boot.
Oh, exciting is the word for it, alright.
Exciting is the understatement of the century.
Yes, now that the skepticism phase has gotten out of everyone's system, we are in full-blown hype mode. Even though...
It's a euphoric stage.
Yes. And then pretty soon we'll be at the calm stage, and then in September we will get another happy stage. Basically what we're talking about is, of course, the elephant in the room, the announcement, kind of, not really official, but the leaking of the return of BIONICLE in 2015. And I never thought that I would be saying those words, but I am, and we are here with an impromptu TTV episode.
I was expecting like 2020, not 2015, but...
Yeah.
Well, I did say in the last Makuta Fest, BIONICLE returns, hashtag 2015.
Yeah.
You can go back and see that hashtag littered in all our videos. Of course, you know, I was being joking to the highest degree.
Okay, be quiet,
It's
Kyle.
ironic.
Yes. So today we are here with an impromptu TTV episode on a Wednesday afternoon. We never do this at this time. Kai is currently at work talking to us on his phone, which is why there's a slight reverb, but that's okay. Now,
Yeah, in fact, even I'm here, and I shouldn't be here. I'm on hiatus, but hey, this is too special to pass up being.
Even
not
I'm
here.
here, and I never
forgot the hiatus. Yeah.
Yeah, even I'm here, and I should be doing something else.
Yeah.
This is a
It's
momentous
Wednesday.
occasion.
Yes. So
In fact, yeah, go on.
we're gonna get right into
You're
it
fat?
with introductions. Well, I forgot to do the name order. My name is Messner.
I'm Barteran.
I'm LJ.
I'm Kahi.
I'm enthusiastically Ven.
I'm Viper.
And we are here with TTV episode 107, I believe it is. That's probably just going to title it The Return of BIONICLE right off the bat. So, there's one news topic for the day, and that is the return of BIONICLE.
Actual news, not sucky news.
Yeah.
Actual BIONICLE news.
How and why and the circumstances surrounding it. Obviously, there will be certain things we cannot disclose, but we are going to talk about the grand majority of it here.
I guess we should start by just saying that, yeah, while we can't disclose any of it, we do have reliable information to back up our claims that BIONICLE is returning. And we never post anything where we try to spread rumor or anything like that. So you can take our word for it. Hopefully, by the time this episode is released, there's actually like some decent confirmation. but
Exactly. Hopefully, probably not.
If not, yeah.
Probably not. But
It's like today.
But yeah, we are pretty much 100% sure that this is legitimate.
Because it's not just like one source that we have that could potentially mislead us or anything. It's multiple. We have the leaker and then also some other people that we know of. that have contributed to the validity as well. And we're not going to name names.
And obviously, this isn't the first time we've heard about Bionicle coming back in 2015 either. It's obviously been a very common knowledge that there was going to be a new construction line in 2015.
Yes, and everyone assumed it's going to be a new,
New IP.
new IP. That's the word I'm looking for.
Odds against odds were stacked against it being Bionicle,
That's
but lo and behold.
Now, I do fully expect that even if it's a continuation, it will probably be, for all intents and purposes, a new theme, maybe set far in the future. New stuff they can do off of.
Although, I mean, that does look like it's Tahu on the thing, so you never know. It might be a reboot. Who knows?
Very true.
Yes, for reboot.
I think that it's probably going to be a reboot. However, they're going to keep at least Tahu and Takanuva, because I'm very confident that's Takanuva in one of the
What's up with Tahu and
Right, so
Takanuva?
Because
They
Takanuva
are
is
the mainstays.
biggest-
Don't
Yeah,
forget.
they are like the mascots of Bionicle.
Yeah, they're the
Talking about
iconic faces of Bionicle.
Yeah, I guess.
Especially the Howl, like, geez.
It's kind of like with Power Rangers, how the Red Ranger was always like the Power Ranger, and then the Green Ranger came out, and then it was like, holy crap, the Green Ranger is so much cooler than the Red Ranger. It's basically the same thing. Tahu was like that first Power Ranger, and then Takanuva came out, and he was just the better Tahu.
Yeah.
Like Optimus Prime and Bumblebee, or I don't know. I'm kind of
Yeah,
Yeah.
similar thing right there.
Yeah. So, just as like a little bit of a primer before we get full blown into discussion, we first received word of this yesterday, and that is July 1st. And we received a tip from a certain someone with a picture which we will not be showing because we did make a video about it on, Wednesday, July 2nd. And after some conversations with the leaker group and some of the people there, we decided it would be best for everyone if we pixelated the video and only linked to one picture. Because the certain picture, it was a lineup of the sets with numbers that could potentially get some people in trouble because they could be traced back and or used as a means of identifying who it is. Whereas this display picture has none of that risk, according to people. And as such, we are running with that, and we will be linking to that in the description, as well as probably putting it up in the video. And until further notice, we will refer to the leaker as highly suspect. This will be our
Everything we've done.
Yes, the
has
highly
led to this
suspect.
moment.
The highly suspect man and his highly suspect man.
Yeah, what?
Thank you, Highly Suspect, for allowing us to keep our video up on our channel.
Yes, he highly suspect is very nice, and the tip that posted it to us yesterday basically was like, you guys should make a video about this, and this is a separate person, and we did not because the picture that we will not be linking to is absolutely nothing special. In fact, it's so uninteresting and so small, the pictures, that it basically did nothing to prove to us that it wasn't fake.
Yeah,
Person.
we still
It's
thought it
not
was
worth it.
fake.
Yeah, see, yeah, exactly. It had come out like a day before the display, and we were basically saying, "Oh, this is just a prank."
Yeah.
And then the second image came out. That's when we started believing.
Yeah.
That's when we made the video.
So do not
Well,
do
deep
not
down-
So you're really not missing anything with that second picture. The pictures were so blurry that it was impossible to really make out anything. And we honestly thought we saw like Tanma and Peruk and just other sets that had just been like photoshopped on it. But with the display, some of those sets have been increased in size. So
Now, granted, not all of them are there. The
Yes.
other photo contains pretty much how many sets will be coming out in the winter,
Yeah.
but I don't know if we're allowed to disclose that information.
Probably not, no. But, well, I would assume talking about it's fine so long as we don't mention the numbers.
yeah, the numbers are
Oh.
the important part because
Okay.
like the video is still you can still see the number of sets in the picture on the video. You just can't make out any details.
Yeah.
Well, here's the thing with yeah,
And,
I didn't realize that that image was in the video.
yeah, it
Okay.
is. We just pixelated it.
Yeah, we had to blur it because of the information on it that was too crucial.
So basically, we were wary about even making a video, and then today, I get on the computer and I get like basically a ton of messages from people, and they're like, "Oh, have you seen this? Have you seen this? This? Then I look to the pandemic Skype chat, and then I see everyone else is talking about it, and they all
People's freaking out over here.
Yeah, people are cautiously skeptical. The video that we made on the channel, VAR and LJ, they were very skeptical in it because we had not yet had a conversation with Highly Suspect about the scenario. But now that we have, we're here with this TTV episode to kind of share more details and just discuss stuff. So with that primer out of the way, we're good.
With that said, if anyone's still skeptical, good.
Yeah.
We need more skepticism because we, like I said, this still isn't quite officially confirmed yet. So
it's not.
It's good that there are some skeptical people.
I'm still very careful about this because if I get hyped up and then it's fake, I'm going to be very upset.
Yeah. And I'll be honest, it looks to be from such an early stage in development. It could be fake or it could be just early prototyping.
It could be a concept, honestly.
That's what I think it is.
It could be any kind of thing.
Might not even be a real thing yet. So like we don't know. So just
we haven't gleaned that information from our talk.
Be happy that it's a possibility, but don't get too hyped to where you're going to be disappointed that this is not real.
I see a saw blade on one of the sets in the display.
Put on your spectacles, but keep your lens of optimism open.
Yeah, what he said.
I've been looking over this image, analyzing the living granola out of it, and I can say quite a few things. First of all, aforementioned saw blades. Second of all, Spider Thingamabob is going to be using some of the new claw pieces from Vision from Below, so definitely expect the HF build system.
Or at least parts that are used in it.
Some form of collectible, more than likely a golden armor scenario, because I see at least a mask and some unidentifiable pieces of what may be armor.
Yeah, every single set has like a mask or something that's detached.
Yeah, I noticed like even like there's just a floating mask that they're collecting. Look, it looks like they're kind of harkening back to 01 there.
Yeah,
a little bit. I don't think they're going to go that far.
No, I'm not sure if they're going to be like it's going to be like a reboot. I think it's meant to be like
won't have
similar
mask packs, but they're going to do that.
I think it's supposed to be similar imagery because we obviously have like someone who looks like Tahu on a surfboard in a very very similar position that he was in his 01 promo art. So I think they're trying to kind of capture the nostalgic feel a bit there by harkening back to the past imagery.
Yeah,
definitely, and we can definitely tell, or almost tell, probably Tahu, because in the upper left-hand corner, that looks very similar to a Kanohi Hao.
With hands.
Yeah. I really, really do think it's Tahu. If not, well...
If not, it's Jala.
Yeah.
It could be Jala, actually.
Or a completely new character.
What's up, man?
We cannot rule out the possibility of a new roster of characters.
I would enjoy it.
Yeah, it could honestly be a completely different universe. We don't even know.
No, we do not.
So,
I will say the initial picture, not the initial picture, but the first thing on the display, that piece of art with Tahu reaching for the mask. There's him reaching for the mask. The mask's on a pedestal. In the background, there's the spider creature, and then it almost looks like there's a mask silhouette in the sky.
That definitely is a mask silhouette.
The Ignika. It looks like the Ignika.
Actually, you joke, but it actually does look like an image of the Ignika, because in the comic books that Stuart Sager, we're going to interview him soon, by the way, drew, there was an image of the Ignika being crafted. I'll bring that up right now.
Oh,
that's very true.
Wait a minute. What if
this might even be a prequel
storyline is
it could be a prequel,
right?
Oh man, that'd be awesome.
The story about the
Great
great beings crafting
Whoa.
the afterlife.
Oh my god!
Do remember there are 3 legendary masks, and we've had 2 of them. We've had the Mask of
Yeah,
Time
but
and
only
the
one
Mask
of them
Fire.
matters right now, so shut up, Kyle.
Yeah, the one that matters is the Mask of Creation, which is
Yeah.
from
Oh,
Marataka.
shut up.
I noticed that
Never been in the
someone
set
in the
before.
comments hadn't mentioned that it's probably the Mask of Creation that he's reaching for.
Yeah, because that does not look like any mask we've seen.
Right.
Oh, it's definitely not one we've seen yet.
You know, it's a classic quest for the mask thing has always been a Bionicle. 2003, 2006, 7, 8. You know, the whole.
Yeah, it's
the
always been a
legendary
theme.
mask. Right. So this could very well be the Mask Creation, or it might be a reboot and they're throwing everything out the window.
Yeah,
But if it is a continuation, this would make the most logical sense.
true. I
would like a reboot, but at the same time, I kind of want to see where the story goes. But I think they would be playing it safe for the reboot.
I don't want a prequel
Yeah.
unless it's Great Beings, which would be the only thing it could be. A reboot could be contrived, but it could also be cool, and a continuation would be rather difficult to pull off. You would think.
They could do a soft reboot like the New 52. You know,
Yeah, that's what I
DC
was thinking.
Comics.
That's
Yeah.
exactly what I was thinking when I mentioned reboot. As far as a prequel goes, I wouldn't mind the idea. In fact, I think it'd be really cool. My only issue with it would be that there would be nowhere to go once the story was over with. They'd have to skip ahead in time because we can only go so far into the story until we hit where we left off.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That is
Right,
very true.
That's very true. There's still a lot
That,
of time.
or they decide
before.
to do a sort of reboot, or not reboot, but like continue the story in a completely different portion of the Bionicle universe, like how they originally intended to do with 2009.
That would
Yeah,
be
that's
nice.
kind of what I meant as far as different universe. Like it's in the same universe, but it's just a different location
The focus
entirely.
is shifted somewhere else.
Yeah, completely different location.
And
Now,
it's
cool.
something.
the packaging is like it's in black and white in the picture, but it's green. From Highly Suspect.
Yeah, highly
The entire
suspect.
thing was
Okay, we might as well go
green
ahead and
colors.
describe the colors of this image.
Yeah,
'cause
before-
people don't know it.
Before we do that, LJ, what were you gonna say? Sigh.
Something to. Oh, dang it, I lost my train of thought.
Wow.
Oh, yeah, okay, there we go. Okay. Something to keep in mind, something they could do if they really wanted to. Like, every year, they upgrade all the characters, they get new tools, armor, and whatnot. They could easily do that if they decided to put them into a kind of cryo sleep, similar to the Tomata, and they've just been there the entire time. Prequel first, they go to sleep at the end of the story, wake up, oh, what? Spherus Magnus back? Whoa! And they get all the new upgrades and whatnot, because it's going to be technologically more advanced than what they had back in the day. I could see them doing that, and they'd say, whoa, so much has changed. By the way, it actually happened, and it was documented for a decade. And that would give fans some incentive to go, whoa, what? They wouldn't need it, but it's there if they want it.
Mm-hmm.
Very possible. That's actually a really good theory. They've done that before with the.
We could be talking about theories all night because it's so like vague.
Yeah. It's very. There's a lot of room.
Makes me excited.
I'm glad there's a bunch of theories. I'm glad. I love the vagueness.
Me too.
This is amazing. This is the hype that I've missed for so long.
I've never felt this way about like Hero Factory or anything. That's for sure.
Well, yeah, because there's really not anything to look forward to with Hero Factory. It's always like, okay, so
Sets
what?
are cool, but they tell their story in a 30-minute TV show.
Well, yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. Like, there's nothing to speculate. It's like, okay, so what next over-the-top villain are they gonna have, and what new theme are they gonna have?
Yeah.
Cool. Well, that's all I need to know.
Like seriously, Invasion from Below, people like the concept. The TV special came out in like January, and for the whole rest of the year, there's going to be no story-related things because they canceled the books. So that kind of sucks. But Bionicle's not going to have that problem. So
Well, I mean, aren't they
As
doing
far
a
as
Hero
we know
Factory
now.
movie?
that was an idea. It never turned into anything more than that.
What if, like, are they gonna go ahead with a Bionicle movie? Because
That's a
Lego has
good
seen
point.
the
What if that
actual
Hero Factory movie is going to become a Bionicle movie?
Maybe
They'll probably
that's-
establish
Oh my
themselves with a
goodness.
TV show, wait to see how popular that gets, and then do the movie.
Oh my
Or they could
goodness.
work on it.
Or they could start it out with a movie, as the movie being the pilot of the TV show, like they did with Clone Wars.
Yeah.
True.
I mean, okay,
Oh my goodness.
Oh,
This way.
snap.
Viper.
If you were Lego, the best way to develop a
I
Bionicle
don't know.
movie ahead of time is to say it's a Hero Factory movie. Because let's face it, Hero Factory never looked like it deserved a
Man,
movie.
you sound like Keeney. Let's face it.
Let's face it.
I mean,
The Hero Factory movie was going to be like Transformers.
right,
Really what?
they don't even need to have a code name for it, too. They could literally just do.
Literally.
Yeah, they don't need to have like Blue Harvest for. I'm sorry, Blue Harvest for Star Wars. You know how they have code names to hide what the actual project is.
Mm-hmm.
They don't need to do that. They could just say it's a Hero Factory movie, but they've been maybe working on a Bionicle release or something. It sounds really speculative. I'm pretty sure
They should call it Boinkle.
Lol.
Boinkle Bonkle.
Boinkle bonkle.
So,
Do you see how many people? laugh?
now.
Bar's
So
laughing.
now.
What
Let us,
LJ said.
let us move on and describe, because in our talk with Highly Suspect, when we were discussing removing and pixelating and doing all this stuff to the stuff to the doing all this stuff to the stuff, I just said doing all this stuff to the video, he
We were
shared
doing the stuff to the stuff to give it to stuff.
he
And
shared with us some details that he saw, because he has actually seen the display in color, and the picture that you cannot see was actually in color, but it was so small you couldn't make anything out because of that. The display is larger, he's seen it in color, and he gave us some info, so whoever wants to read that can do it. I don't want to.
Me.
Okay. Go for it.
Okay. So the set on the very bottom level is white with a bit of gold. The set above is mostly red. The figure is holding a fire sword and is lava
So
surfing.
Tahoe and Takanova.
yeah, it has to be
Which this is what we are led to believe. The set to the left above is blue with a blue background. The spider thingy is black and red with a green background. The other sets had a rather undefined color scheme, and the whole display was mostly green. Now, from all this information, we can gather that yes, probably Tahu and Takanuva. However, the theory that this might be a prequel may actually hold a little bit of water. If it's mostly green, what's the last time we had primarily green backgrounds for a year of Bionicle?
2008.
2008. In the
2005?
core.
2001.
Gosh damn. Okay, Venom, that was a good point. But Kahi actually got the answer right. I was looking for 2008 in the core of
2008
the
was
universe.
gray, dude.
Well, the second half was green. Swampy. And you can see here there are a lot of similarities in just the few the one image we have. Those kind of bony structures.
Yeah.
The textures kind of remind me of a lot of imagery from 2008. If it's green, I don't know, that whole prequel thing in the core of the universe might not be so far off.
I'm banking on Boda or Spherus Magna being where the green comes from, but I do agree that theory holds some merit. Now, I don't want to make a comment, and I've been saying this is a joke all day, but black, red, spider thing with a green background. That sounds a lot like a certain other set that I'm going to throw up on the screen. Tunneler Beast versus Surge.
Shut up.
Come on,
Shut up.
And that's not even a joke. I think they took inspiration from that set, because that set was the breakout at like Toy Fair. Everybody was like, wow, $10? A complex build? That thing looks awesome. They're probably like, let's make another one.
Well, I mean,
Literally, let's make it
bug-styled Bionicle sets
Yeah,
are nothing.
they're nothing new. But it's always been a staple of Bionicle. But that specific kind of set, it's just a funny coincidence to me.
Yeah.
With
that said, I guess obviously it's a fire-themed lava surfer here that could, and most likely is Tahu, but it could be someone else too.
He looks to be a
'Cause-
Titan.
I guess he could.
Oh, dude, my Omega Tahu dream.
Oh my God, man. Hey, but it also could be another person entirely, because I know, like, we were speculating that, I know that some people are like, I wonder if that Spartan is Master Chief's new armor or something in the Halo 5 teaser or something like that. And it could be a new character using similar imagery,
Very true.
kind of to carry on the legacy of Tahu, but not actually being Tahu.
Or it could be Omega Tahu
It could
here to
possibly
kick
be Omega
everybody's
Tahu.
butt, just like he did in my dream.
You went from stars to Titan.
Hey, it's like Matt's doing.
Because that is something I
I-
want to mention, like,
Yeah.
about this. There's so many different box sizes. There's small, there's medium, there's slightly bigger than medium, and then there's large.
All right. I would
Okay,
like
let
to
me-
actually say something really quickly, and this is, I don't know if anyone's already thought about this, but this is probably going to blow some minds if you hadn't.
Oh no.
Yes, Bionicle is coming back, LJ.
Well- yeah,
Cole might be coming back.
okay. Because Bionicle's returning, what we assume to be Bionicle returning, that means 2010 is officially no longer the ending of Bionicle.
True.
Oh,
It's just a new beginning.
Well, it's the ending of the original series. This is going to be a different
Dang it, Var.
thing.
Well, yeah, okay, true,
I mean,
but
they even changed the logo.
okay, I guess it's the ending of that story, but the Bionicle, I don't know. Yeah, that's true. I
This
felt
was
really.
Bionicle G1. This is G2. They're still two different things.
I was so hopeful. I was going, man, I'm so smart for thinking that everyone's gonna be like, whoa, LJ,
Well,
whoa.
No,
blow
I
the
see where you're coming
here.
from, but it's like Ninjago had the same thing happen to it. And I still grade the Stone Army as like Ninjago's ending because it was marketed as the final battle. Rebooted is exactly that.
So I'm loving this. I'm looking over BZ Power, and they're just
Oh,
like
no.
leaked photo topics just popping up.
Really?
All over the place. And there are at least two.
PCP.
I know one was like they took the pictures down earlier, but oh no, I need to check the Bring Back Bionicle group.
Oh my, Matt's a new.
Oh wow. Eric, while you're doing this, let me throw another theory.
Oh,
maybe,
no.
maybe not. All right.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
So you can see in the box, at the bottom and also on the bottom of the new Bionicle logo, there's these kind of thorn-looking kind of things with vines and like what looks to be thorns coming off of them. See what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I did want to mention that.
Right, and in the background you can also see what looks to be a pillar. There's one pillar where the mask is standing on, and there's like another pillar behind it. And also the spider. Now these spiders are very reminiscent of the Visorak. They're basically the only spiders we've seen before. And they were in Metro
Yeah.
Nui. And the towers are also a big part of Metro Nui as well. What if we are talking prequels, what if this is about Lekon? Who
oh
has
my
the
god, I would
power?
love that. That'd be awesome.
Oh,
I-
The
actually,
first time
That could.
that would be really cool.
the golden one, the golden white Toa. I don't really know who that could be. It could be another one of his.
Could be
Well,
Lekon.
No, well, actually, that's a pretty easy answer. It could be one of the two Toe of Ice that were on Lacan's team.
Right.
I thought there were
And-
4.
You're wrong.
No, actually,
Okay.
Viper is actually right.
I'm just kidding.
4 of them,
Hey,
because
I've
they
been
had to take
reading
down
Legacy of
no,
Evil.
Sorry,
Yeah, they-
sorry.
Right, yeah, 4.
They
because they
took
had to take
down
down
the
dragon.
Yeah, the dragon.
The Cardass
was
dragon.
4.
That might actually be it. This might be, a prequel series about Lekon and his Toa team taking out the dragon. Or beforehand, when he and Hiki were kind of, best buds and doing that kind of thing. Isn't there a green set here as well?
Yes. I think maybe. I don't know.
So Nidiki,
Now, no credits to this whatsoever. Another theory just being thrown out there.
Yeah.
I mean, it could be.
That would be really cool if that was.
It's just as likely it's a completely new series. We're just not talking about that because it could be anything if you say it's a new series.
Yeah.
Not, we're only talking about prequel stuff because we can actually talk about it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Now, I will say there are more sets than we've been talking about. Obviously, it's not just the ones on the display, but those are just the ones we have info for because, they were big enough to get for the, person to get details from them.
Suspect.
Highly suspect. Yes. I gotta get
You
used
know.
to
It's
this.
informative.
Yeah. She was quite the informant, all right.
Yeah.
I gotta say, dude, it is so nice to be able to actually come on to this stupid podcast and talk about Bionicle discussion for once.
I know.
Yeah.
It was good back in the day when we were IBZP. the nostalgia is really hitting
We just
hard
had to.
here.
We just had to stick it out. We just had to persevere. That's what we've always been saying.
Yeah, you
Just
just had to
wait.
stick it out.
Just keep doing what you were doing and making the content, and then eventually something will happen. That is what we've always said. Whether it be Bionicle or whether it be a new line or a revitalization of the Construction brand, you just had to.
Fans weren't gonna bring this back.
No,
Like,
you
they
just
would
had to wait.
decide when it did, then yeah, we would just discuss it and make content until then. And here we are.
And now, hopefully, it's actually going to come back. Now, 2 questions are brought up. We've already brought up one, sequel or prequel. The other one will be, who's going to be writing the story?
Yeah, I was just talking about that
Hopefully not
actually.
Casey Hudson.
Yeah.
I
I feel like we're talking about Mass Effect.
I get that.
Is it gonna be a prequel? Is it gonna be a sequel? Like,
Well,
it's
I
the same
cannot.
thing.
I cannot imagine that Greg Farsty would not be writing it. I think.
Yeah, if he wasn't writing it, I'll probably flip every table I can see.
I think
It
it'll be.
is noticeable that he has recently
I wonder-
come onto the Lego
I
message
kind of-
boards again after like years of inactivity.
I kind of wonder, like, when his birthday was, because I'm sure it was a few months ago. Lego, like, comes up with all this concept art, and they send it to him, and just with one note saying "Happy Birthday,"
Lol.
and they just send
Wow.
him all this stuff in a typewriter.
What if Greg knew about this when we were interviewing him?
I swear!
You know what?
Well, he couldn't say anything, could he?
No, but
Yeah, it's not like you would have revealed that information.
I know, but it's just funny to think about. Like,
But you know what? That might.
Imagine how hard he had to like hold in that information too if he did know.
Oh
I mean,
my man,
it
he
would
must
make
have been
sense.
sitting there grinning.
Remember, he had
It's
to
like
get-
he knew ever since they canceled it too. It's like, all right, Greg, we're done with Bionicle, but don't worry, we'll bring it back like in a few years. Just
He had to ask management to talk to us. It's possible that management would be like, "Hey, if our kid's still interested in this line, get in contact with them and make sure they're still interested, make sure they still have hype." The same reason like
Oh
Greg's
my
now on the
God.
Lego message boards.
We were a test bed. We were violated. We didn't even know it.
We are kind of grasping at straws and being like, "Oh, this was all planned from the beginning."
Yeah,
and it's very
that's
likely
right,
that
bro.
these things.
what
just
if he
happen. The Hero
took
Factory movie
inspiration
was just
from
a
the
Hero
dream
Factory.
that I told him about with Omega Tahu?
Oh my god! I remember
And now
that.
he's gonna make that a reality just for
I
me.
swear to God, man.
You were like, "Oh my god!" I
Oh
had this
my
dream,"
God.
And there was Bionicles on the shelf, and I was like, "Oh look, it's Tahu."
Greg, if you are listening to this with a 1% chance that you probably are, thank you so much.
Venom is the reason Bionicle returned.
Now you owe Venom like 10% royalties and Omega Tahu.
Wow.
Even if that thing doesn't turn out to be Omega Tahu, but it just happens to look like Tahu, and
It's
it's all big
spiritually
and
Omega
stuff,
Tahu.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
spiritually going to be Omega Tahu.
Wow. Well, I guess. What next? Should we like?
We're naming this episode Omega Tahu.
No, we're not. We're naming it Return of Bionicle.
Yeah, it's just gonna be the return of violence.
Dang it.
Now, I do have an update. I'm not gonna name any names because unlike
Oh
some
my gosh.
people, I am nice. But I decided to check the BBB.
Dude, you like
I checked it too.
And,
Oh no,
this
they
is-
think we made the image.
a certain person
What?
thinks that this is an elaborate hoax by TTV to manipulate.
Yeah, so we could get views and money.
Oh my God! No,
Oh my
let him think
God.
that.
that'd
Don't
be
say-
the
don't-
most evil
Let him,
scheme ever.
let him think that. Just don't say anything about it. All right, calm. All right, and then suddenly he'll look like an idiot when it's not
I'm okay. We need to have a disclaimer. Like disclaimers everywhere. We didn't make the image. We're getting this from Highly Suspect,
Yes.
and
There is no
if
official Lego confirmation yet.
And then,
Yes.
and then watch.
And
Someone's
I-
gonna
if
trace
Highly-
it back.
If Highly Suspect would actually let us give you more information, I'm sure she would be willing to No, never mind. I take back what I
Well,
said.
I mean, hey, let's be also very clear. Highly Suspect is male, and Highly Suspect is female. Highly Suspect is one person and a lot of people.
He's not even lying either. It's a very
No,
That-
highly suspect is our code word for people we can't mention. So don't,
Yeah.
Craig, if you're going to go, whenever we mention highly suspect again, it might not be the same highly suspect that got us information before.
Yeah, that's
You
true.
never know. This is to protect the identities of whoever comes to us with information.
yes.
No.
You are highly
If-
suspect.
If we could give you more information, we would.
Yeah, basically, when we made the video earlier, we had an extensive conversation with people afterwards, and it was because of that we pixelated and we took one picture down. We're giving you what we can give you, and we're withholding what we can withhold, but trust me, you're not missing much.
Right. We're doing this to protect the identities of highly suspect. Make sure nothing
And
happens
also
to
keep
highly
in mind,
suspect in any way.
keep in mind, it's July. More leaks will always happen in the coming months. We're right.
Oh my!
right around
It's
that
only
time.
July.
We're right around that time. The
This-
sets
this
get
is
released.
We
Christmas
still
in
have
July for
we
us.
still have another half a year to
This-
go.
Yeah.
Christmas in July has happened for us.
I expect we will have more substantial
sorry,
info in like
wait.
August, September, October.
Well, we'll
I
get an
had to-
official announcement by winter at least.
Oh yeah,
Right,
they're coming
yeah.
out.
Because this is obviously the winter wave.
Yeah, they're coming out in December, January. Once we actually get the set names and catalog leaks like we always do, it'll materialize itself.
Now,
Yeah, so-
something I also want to say, if this is a very elaborate hoax by highly suspect, then I will honestly, hands down, say this is the best.
Yeah, you got a pat on the
Oh.
back, man. You really screwed us over there. if
You
it's-
have a
if it
lot of
says-
respect. A
Because
lot of
this
respect.
is very convincing. If you've gone,
No, this is fake. He screwed us, man. I'll punch you in the face if I ever see you. But yeah, you do have my respect.
Yeah.
We will also, if this is a fake, we will automatically come out and say it's a fake. We're not going to hide it to maybe fake credibility or anything. We will tell you the moment we have any news
Yeah.
on it.
And everyone will know for
Absolutely.
certain when the leaks come out.
Right. We will be honest with whatever news we have to give you. If it turns out we've been played and have been fooled, you'll be the first to know.
but you
I'm
just
just saying
if
we're not
that
gonna be-
happens to be the case, you just gotta stick with us. Because if we're being if everyone's being played, you gotta understand we're being played just as much. We are not.
Right,
Our goal is
We are
not
not the
to come out
players.
here and say, after all the autopsies, after all the recaps and episodes of TTV,
Yeah,
and
seriously.
say,
After
By
we
the
went through
way-
all of that, we are not about to fake Bionicle's return.
No.
Yeah.
Too much effort involved.
Yeah, that's way too much effort. I don't care about that.
right.
I'm too lazy.
We're fans too, and we're excited about this, and we're eager to share what we can with all of you.
Yeah.
From fans to fans. That's always been the motto of TTV.
Now I
no, well,
I guess we should say before saying explicitly, oh, it's the winter wave. It's very likely it's the winter wave, but we have no concrete proof that it is the winter wave. It could be a summer release because Hero Factory was a summer.
Yeah, see that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking more
Bionicle
summer.
2001 was a summer release.
Bionicle,
Yeah.
Hero Factory's final wave may very well be Bionicle's final wave, where it happened in the winter and then the new set line launches in the summer. However, the good thing about that is there's a much smaller window for getting confirmation of the summer sets than there is for the winter sets because Toy Fair. The sets come out in January and we'll know summer sets by February. So even if it turns out to be a summer release, all will be made clear in due time.
I was gonna say, watch somebody actually puts the effort into tracing highly suspect, and then they find out that it was a name that Meso used a long time ago, and they're like, "Oh, I knew
no!
it was TTV 24."
I just
And so,
That is true. Always suspect is a nickname that Mesa had a long time ago that does not confirm or deny. And the highly suspect is not Mesa. That much we can confirm.
yeah.
Highly suspect it can be anybody in the world except Mesa.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's totally not Meso, right, guys?
We should throw them on a wild goose chase and just start listing out things about this, fake things about them.
Well, it's not exactly
Oh my gosh.
and they'll go you probably
highly
should,
suspect
honestly.
is a common phrase. I just decided to Google it and I see tons of people use it as a band called highly suspect. That's funny. Okay.
You're funny, Mesa. You're funny.
Highly suspect wasn't really something that I made up myself. It was just something I ripped off the internet for the lols.
All right.
Wow.
Yeah.
Typical 12-year-old.
I think with that, we've pretty much covered everything.
Pretty
Well,
much.
there is one
Yeah.
thing I'd like to ask you
Sounds
guys'
so
opinion
burnt
on.
out.
Yeah, all the hype got drained from me after looking at the BBB page.
What if Bionicle comes back and it's more childish than it was when we were still?
Okay, if
This
honestly,
is really likely. I'm gonna be honest here. It is really, really likely that it'll be more childish.
I have faith that if Greg is on the writing team, then maybe we can they'll be able to rekindle some of old Bionicle's atmosphere. However, yeah, it's very likely.
I
I
mean-
feel that if everything goes well, we're gonna be very happy. If it doesn't, we're gonna have Var's autopsy.
We're
just
gonna have another
splayed out.
Hero Factory.
Yeah, I mean, even the CGI work there with the Tahu look-alike in the corner already looks a bit more cartoony than anything we got at a Bionicle in the past.
Yeah.
So,
Well, it looks a bit like the
Eyes.
movies.
The eyes are so small.
yeah, I really don't know what to think. Yeah, we need to wait until we actually get some clearer pictures.
Quite true.
We hope it's not what's listed in Var's autopsy, but it could very well be. That's why we made it in the first place, because of the likelihood.
Yeah, that was a
Now,
prediction, and hopefully that
Right.
prediction doesn't come true.
Exactly. This is one of the times we want to be wrong, but it's
exactly.
not like we just made that up out of nowhere. We got our info from Lego's trends in regards to their other TV shows. And you know if Bionicle's getting a TV show, it's going to be made by the people that make Ninjago and Chima, because they're who's contracted by Lego to make the TV shows.
Yeah. Now, granted.
Or
new
Tinseltown. Or
new
Ghost,
line-
I guess.
Yeah, I go.
It was
new
Ghost.
line- Honestly, Ghost has done phenomenally with Bionicle.
Ghost
before,
does good
so-
commercials, as evidenced by Invasion from Below. Ghost is not suited for a TV show,
Right.
in my opinion.
But where we
Everybody's
go from?
just tired out.
Yeah, no,
we all
this
kind of tired.
We were so
podcast
hyped.
we
got
started.
so quiet.
It was
Yeah.
so hyped at the beginning, and then we just kind of got burnt
Yeah,
out.
hype.
Who do we
Thumbs
know?
up.
What other information? Can we recap really quick what the information is
Sure.
about the construction line?
Oh, well, it's pretty much the only info we have about the construction line is it's coming in 2015. The dude that
Do
was
we know anybody?
there was a guy that was working on Hero Factory, Asger Johansson, and he is at Advanced, and he works on the story Bible for Hero Factory. He did work on Bionicle before. He was in charge of marketing for Hero Factory, and now, of note, his Hero Factory is now listed on his past projects section, which is why people were saying,
Right. Do we know anybody
Okay.
else that's attached? Christian Faber,
No.
Big Fire. None of these people have been confirmed. All right, then recap of information all the way up to here.
God. The comments on our videos. So on Firestorm's like, if this is a lie, I'm going to break my arm. Why?
Because he's gonna bash his arm onto the desk so hard that it's just gonna break.
I guess makes sense. Also, Nzari Kinjo makes a good point. He mentioned, so if it's real, then why did Lego get rid of the Bionicle website?
yeah,
That is a good point.
that is a good point.
Mm.
Very good point.
I cannot really argue with that.
Well, I guess Bionicle's not coming back.
Well, wait. To be fair, hold up. They took it down because of the site architecture, right? They had to do. They just
Oh,
took
yeah,
their
that
old
is
site down,
true.
right? It's not because they had to upgrade all of their sites and they took down the Bionicle one.
Yeah, it just
So-
wasn't being used, and they were upgrading their website.
Right. So if they did make a new Bionicle site, they would have to take that one anyways because they're gonna do a new one. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I think let's do a slight recap and then we're gonna end because we're burnt out. Bionicle, we have received 2 pictures, one of which we cannot show you, the other which we can. Basically confirming the line's relaunch for some time in 2015. We do not know if it's winter or summer. Odds are Tahu and Takanuva will be back. Speculation abounds as to the setting, possibly a collectible mask kind of thing. Changed logo with thorn-like vine imagery. And then, yeah. That's pretty much all we know as of now.
I swear, if my dream does come true, and I just walk into the store one day, and then there's just kids going all over the place, and there's Bionicle sets, and then there's like collectible masks in a bin for you to take for like $1 or something, I will just. And then Omega Tahu's just sitting on the shelf waiting for me. I'm just gonna go nuts.
It's like sparkling. It's like a twinkle in your eye.
Yeah,
as
yeah,
you look
exactly.
at it.
It's how sparkling it is. The one Omega Tahu out of the many other Omega Tahus sitting on the shelf, just waiting for me, calling to me. Take me. Take
Yeah. Now, I will say something. From this point on,
Lee Gallagher just got on Skype.
what?
For the first time since we've ever interviewed him, Lee Gallagher is online.
Oh no!
He just came online.
Hey guys, I'm gonna be doing artwork for the new Bionicle in 2015.
That'd be
Yeah.
awesome.
Maybe we should try and ask if he wants a redo interview.
Oh my gosh.
All right, well, before we leave, I would like to say, from this point on, not like we ever stopped talking about Bionicle. Whenever there's Bionicle news, we have mentioned it. But I would just like to say, from this point on, expect a lot of Bionicle content. If this is true, we are going to be on top of it. Just leave you.
True journalism right there.
Yep. We do not
Oh,
want-
come on. No. Man, that is journalism in this day and
Yeah.
age. Go on,
Oh,
y'all.
We do not
That's-
want
That's
any
very
bit
true.
of information. If we get confirmation that it was fake, we will amend the video. And while obviously we're not going to intentionally give you fake info, however, we're going to be on top of all this news. Not a bit will escape
But
us.
if we don't think it's real at all, we're not going to report on
Yeah.
it.
Right, exactly. We're going to see if it has some credibility. We're not going to post any rumor that comes. So don't send us a message just saying, I'm from Lego and I have information on Bionicle.
Yeah.
It's not going to be.
That's what I meant was,
Yeah.
no matter what it
But-
turns out being in the end. You know?
Right.
Yeah,
We-
if it
And-
seems really credible and we have a source that says it's true that we really trust, then yeah, we'll probably.
Also keep in mind, if this is absolutely 100% true, which is very likely, LJ's recent reviews are going to be a thing.
Yeah.
That's what they're going to be called.
Decent review.
I'm going to review all the sets. I had a very... There's one pedestal rule that I had for doing the
Come
recap
up with
reviews.
better
and
names.
yeah, okay, you know what? You can pitch me better names all you want. You're not going to come up with any unless you do. In that case, I'm going to be an idiot. But anyway, I had one rule: no Bionicle reviews if Lego Jang did them. That rule crumbled to dust as soon as this happened.
Yeah, I think that no matter if we fear we're going to get overshadowed by other people, we should still put our best foot forward and try to do stuff, because, you know, this channel is going to become the one-stop place for all Bionicle info, and we look forward to sharing all of it with you if we have any more to report in the near future.
Be the community hub.
Yes, does anyone
Sit on the
does anyone
couch.
have anything they would like to say before we end?
Omega Tahu. That is all.
Hashtag
I'm
Bionicle
gonna
Returns
be-
2015.
Hashtag
I'm gonna be
Omega Tahu.
excited for. I'm gonna be excited for the community it's gonna bring. I mean, think about all this like creative artwork and stuff.
Yeah,
like,
that's
that'll
what I'm
all be
looking
coming
forward
out.
to.
And I'm like, oh my god.
I will be excited for the community to come back together again. That'll be awesome when we actually have a full-fledged like just people to talk to, people making fan art again. It'll be great.
Yeah,
It'll also be great when people ask me, what are you doing on that computer all day? I'll be like, well, you know, I'm working a toy line that's actually current and not one that died 4 years ago.
And actually, by the time this comes back, I believe it's going to be 5 years.
That's
Yeah,
true.
it'll be 5.
5 years.
it'll be exactly 5. But
So it kind of pulled a Godzilla there, where they like stopped making movies for like 5 years and then came back as a reboot.
Or
exactly.
Planet of the
So
Apes.
Godzilla took 10 years to come back.
No, it didn't.
Yeah, it did.
Oh yeah, it did, didn't it? Yeah,
it
2004.
You and I were about to have a very big argument right there.
No, Ben. It totally came out.
No, Var, you don't know anything about anything.
Why don't you
that you're
just go on
talking about
Wikipedia?
regarding Godzilla.
Why
Gosh dang it. We could have avoided this
Ah.
argument, but you just had to.
Ah!
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 Now you guys imitating the BBB group right now.
I
My
kind
head hurts.
I kind of want to edit that in and put it at the beginning, but the last time I did that, it did this one. Okay. Wow. Why does Hero Factory have to end? No, I'm kidding.
Who cares? It's your fact.
Hero Factory must die so Bionicle can be reborn.
So old news. Who cares anymore?
Yeah, okay.
Hero fact.
Hero Factory blood sacrifice.
Hero Factory ABS.
Hey, you know, wasn't Pyrox basically the devil? So, maybe.
Yeah, see what I mean?
Okay, now we're just no.
Yeah,
no,
let us-
we're not
let's
tripping
end this.
to that territory.
Thank you for listening to this exciting impromptu episode of TTV. Please be sure to leave your thoughts in the description. If you think it's fake, let us know why. If you think it's real, let us know why. If you have any thoughts, please feel free to share them. Any speculation, any theories. We got to get this hype train going, but obviously some level of skepticism is also good to have at this.
I'm going to
Yeah.
be so upset if this is not real.
Yeah.
It is time to
Please?
take-
For your sanity, everybody watching this, please be skeptical. Please.
Yeah, because we don't have
We
it.
probably should have posted that at the beginning of the episode. Be
Probably. I no now the fear is starting to. I've gone through all kinds of stages of emotions during this freaking podcast.
I'll edit
Now-
something in. A
Like,
skeptical
yeah,
warning.
grief, denial,
Yeah,
anger,
denial,
bargaining.
acceptance.
skeptical. We just got through anger.
Yeah, now they're gonna go to bar. Please take Hero Factory and give us Bionicle. Please take Chima with you as well.
Yeah. Get some of that budget.
Oh, dude, what if they like get rid of Chima and then they just extend Bionicle into two themes? One is construction and one is system.
That's a good idea.
Right, alright, fine. I'm just gonna stick to.
Oh, I am actually serious. I'm on a question
I'm just,
right now.
I'm just gonna stick to Omega Tahu.
Like a Tahoe.
I feel sad
BB
now.
Killer of Dreams. I'm gonna go join the BBBs. now.
No, I didn't mean to sound enthusiastic.
Yeah, it's not your fault. It's mine.
That was great. All right.
Oh man.
This is what Mountain Dew does to people. Don't take
What,
Mountain
it
Dew.
makes you
tips.
guys jerks? Is that what it does?
Yes.
It's a good thing I'm avoiding Mountain Dew then.
Thank you all for watching.
You don't need Mountain Dew to be a jerk, then.
Oh,
You would know?
thank you all for watching.
Yeah, of course I know how to deal with you all the time.
Thank you all for watching. Please be sure to like, rate, favorite, comment, subscribe, share, upvote.
I'm
Because it is
crying.
We'll post the links to like Reddit and stuff. So yeah.
I am crying.
See you all next time on the next
Dude,
something episode.
I just went on Facebook and there's literally like the Bionicle leaks on the front page from people who don't even like Bionicle.
What?
Huh?
Yeah.
What?
Really?
What is
Real
going
life friends?
Yeah, real life friends are posting leaks now.
I'm gonna
Real-
look on Facebook.
I did go to college
Twitter message.
the other day. My bad. Go on.
Posted a Twitter message and he was like, "Well, that was an awesome phone call to get." Hashtag not really. Hashtag maybe that's a joke. Who knows if that's related? But
Maybe
What?
like Lego called him up. We're pulling BZ Powers funding. Goodbye.
well. Anyway, time to end.
Actually, it's probably the opposite.
Not
because
shit.
Bionicle's
I
coming
see
back.
what he did there.
Okay, what were you saying, Kahi, in the mini den?
No, sorry. No, it was just off what Mars said. I was at college the other day, and I was working on like a comic, the old comic series I used to have. I was working on some stuff like that, and people just came up to me and they recognized the characters. They recognized the characters, the mask, and they're like, "Oh man, it was the." Oh, I can't really repeat what they said, but they said, "Man, that was awesome." And like they talked about like how they played as a kid and stuff, and it was just kind of interesting that people would just come up to me after recognizing what I had on my computer screen.
Yeah.
You know,
I wish people at my school did that.
it's very mainstream, honestly. We've just now reached the
No,
age
it's
where,
not. That was just
where-
a very rare occurrence, Kahi.
well, I mean, a lot of people that like that kind of thing are in college now, and it's the area where you're looking back in nostalgia to the stuff you liked as a kid. So it's it's a good time for stuff to come back.
Yeah. And TTV will be here every step of the way. So, thank you all for watching.
This is
I'm Messinek.
I'm Vardaran.
I'm LJ.
I'm Kahi.
I'm
I'm
Omega
Viper.
Tahu.
I'm Viper.
Jeez,
Sorry,
Viper,
Ben.
in your excitement, you're forgetting the order.
You just went over his helmet.
You just went over Omega Tahu.
And
You not
I'm
only
sorry.
not only did you crush Vin's dreams earlier there, but then you just decided to ram him over like that, like at the end there. Jeez, what is your problem?
I'm sorry.
You've been a real jerk lately, Viper. Then
Guys,
you,
I
then
know
you,
we've only had her for a short time, but can we fire her already?
Oh, I'm sorry.
and then you skipped out on the race last night too. Man,
I tried to join the race.
you are just an awful human being.
And this was TTV episode 107.
Hashtag everyone hates Viper.
We will see you all next time. Goodbye.
Omega
Zach
Tahu.
Hashtag Zach Tan sucks.